for me, this really began, and I would say that this began with Jerry's predecessor and also with Provost Kornbluth, and actually with more deans across the schools, but certainly with the three of us in thinking about the Duke Science and Technology Initiative. And that's where this began. And the three focal areas for DST are computing, material science, and biologic resilience. And there are several other areas we're touching in DST, but those are our focal points. And so when we started to think about computing, and when I say computing, I'm not talking about a particular department, I'm talking about computing broadly. When we started to think about computing and how we were going to move that forward in research and teaching and service, because we don't think about any of those as being separate for us at Duke, we really started to think about the areas of research, but also then how are we going to keep teaching on that same trajectory to be able to deliver the education that we wanted to all of our students, not just in our schools, but across the university. And so we started thinking about a soft mechanism to be able to do that. And I say soft because we're not talking about a center that is, has bricks and mortar or even has faculty lines within it, but a mechanism for all of our students and faculty to be able to find easy pathways in their teaching and learning experiences. So if you want to do something unique in your course or something in your research, or you should be able to find how to do that at Duke easily. And so we started thinking also about computing broadly. I've mentioned CS and ECE, well, ECE, Electrical and Computer Engineering in the Pratt School and Computer Science within Trinity. But we were thinking, computing is ubiquitous, right? And all of our students should be educated in this space to be great citizens. And so we started thinking across all of the sciences, mathematics, biology, statistics, all of those science departments and the other departments within Pratt, but also across all of the disciplines. So now we're thinking across the humanities, and not just the humanities, by the way, within Trinity, right? But the humanities and the social sciences. And we recognize that there's a lot of teaching and learning and computing that already happens in those spaces, but how do we give all those students in those disciplines access and prepare those students not just with technical skills, but also thinking about how you generally think about solving complex problems with some version of equity and some version of considering even unintended consequences. And so there we were. That's a big idea. And so we wanted to leverage all of the creative and highly subscribed also co-curricular activities at Duke and really pull this together in a way that we could create a legible entry for all of our students, a legible entry for all of our faculty, clear pathways so that you could find what you needed in real time for teaching, research, and service, and yet have much flexibility. So you didn't have to be a major or minor, that sort of thing. And so this is the mechanism that we created, along with, of course, all of our faculty giving input to this, not just to build out content, but really to make sure that every student could find access, have access, and find their way to this. And the final thing that I'll just say, Matt, is it was really important for us to leverage the beauty of the interdisciplinarity of Duke. This is not just about the undergraduate and graduate students, it's about professional students, law, nursing, medicine, public policy, across the disciplines. And so this is a great tool because it gives us a clear pathway, and I'm excited about the launch and what our faculty are creating and what our students will now have access to as a matter of course at Duke. So I'll pause there.